Hey, what's up? This is Matt from snowboardacademy.com. Welcome to your Learn to Snowboard videos. We're here in beautiful Whistler, BC, and I'm ready to show you the 6 steps to snowboard progression. The next advanced technique, unweight your board, which makes the turn. You turn into it, get on, rotate at the hips, get on an Okay, so let's get familiar with our snowboard first. See, the back of the board is also known as the base of the board. Running around the entire outside of the board is what's called your edges. Where your toes hang off in the front of the board is your toe edge. The back of the board, running around all the back and the heels, is your heel edge. Fairly simple. So when you're ready to strap up and do up your bindings, make sure that your bindings are nice and snug. Put your foot in all the way to the back to make it easy. One strap, ratchet up so it's nice and tight and there's no space between the foot and the binding. And then go for your toe edge. So when I lift my foot, the board will react and there's no space between my boot and the binding. So the first and most important step is your stance and balance. We're also going to work straight running, which is going to help you getting on and off the chairlift. So how you stand on your board is fairly simple, and you're going to use this the entire progressional step. It never changes. Basically, you're going to have your legs about shoulder width apart. Your hands are going to be over the tip and tail of the board. If you're going straight forward or straight backwards, they'll probably be slightly out in front of you. Then what you want to do is stand straight up and sit like you're sitting in a chair, so your legs are nice and bent, your back is straight, and your head is up, looking where you want to go. Left, right, or straight. This position will never change. You will only be using up and down motions and looking where you want to go. Alright, so we're here at the Bunny Hill. We're ready to learn how to snowboard. So now that you're familiar with your board, what you want to do is learn how to skate first, so you can move around with one foot in the board and also get on and off the chairlift. So if you're unsure of which is your front foot, try this simple test. Take a running leap and then slide with one foot forward like this. Now that I've just told you that test, it's going to be a little bit harder, but usually whichever foot slides forward is going to be the front foot in the board. So once you've figured that out, go ahead and strap it in. Make sure you're ratcheting it up nice and tight so your foot's nice and snug in the binding. Now there's 2 ways to skate and move around. The first is having your foot behind the board. And all you do is just little pushes. Not huge leaps, just little pushes. Now skating around is very important, so skate around for a little while. And the other way to do it, it's quite simple. Instead of the foot behind, the foot in front. And try skating around for a little bit like that. pretty simple, so just push around with whatever foot feels more comfortable to you, and then you're ready to go and try chairlift. Okay, so when you're learning to snowboard, you're going to be on the beginner hill, a nice and easy slope. You're either going to have a magic carpet or a chairlift. This is going to help you get on and off the chairlift. So basically what you're going to do is you're going to pick a nice mellow slope which flattens out, because that's when you get to the top of the chairlift. All you need to do is stand up, put your foot to the back like this, point at something, maybe pick a tree or a post, which lines you up right over your board. You look and point, slide gently, then you slide your toe a little bit off, dig it into the snow, and it's going to cause you to turn a little bit. So all we want to do is just model that now, so when you get on the chairlift it's nice and easy. So getting on the chairlift is pretty simple. You'll be at a gate, it'll be your turn to go as the chair passes, skate up to a marked line, look behind you, sit down, go for a nice ride. Remember to put the bar down for safety. Get to the top, lift the bar up. You're going to come to a flat spot. You're going to put your foot right to the back. You're going to stand up. You're going to point at something so you're nice and aligned. Drop your toe off the end. Slide around. Nice and easy. Go my foot. Getting on the magic carpet is very simple. All you're going to do is take one big step, get on the carpet, step 1 foot behind the board.
When the person gets to the pole, don't hold on the left there, and then load the next person. Okay? Just have to leave some room. One so up the top you've got room and through so there's not too much weight on the top.
Step 2 is side slipping. You're going to need to do each exercise both on your heels and on your toes. So the first way is a little bit easier, is your heel edge. Have your friend get you up into the proper position on your heel edge. Once you're up on your heel edge, get into a nice, good balanced position with your legs bent, and your toes are going to be like a gas pedal. So if you zoom in on my toes, if I drop my toes, I'm going to start to accelerate down the hill. If I lift my toes, I'm going to apply more heel edge, and I'm going to brake and slow down. If you really want to slow down, all you need to do is pretend that you're riding a big motorcycle or something. Begin lifting your toes and sitting down. This will apply a lot of heel pressure and you'll be sliding smoothly. The key with this is to lift and drop your toes nice and slowly, and be nice and calm and relaxed, and have your friend hold your hands just so you get a good feel of that heel edge. Once you got a good feel of the heel edge, you're going to want to move onto your toes. Going backwards is a little bit more frightening for most people, but it's just as easy. Make sure to have your friend holding your hands and watching behind you so you don't need to worry about it, and also holding you for balance. So when you need to go backwards, it's the exact same thing, except for this time, you're going to dig in your knees towards the snow to slow down. When you drive your knees towards the snow, it applies a lot of toe pressure, a lot of toe edge, and you'll slow down nice and smoothly. You also want to be making sure that you're looking directly up the hill. So if you're going backwards, you're going to drive your knees into the snow, it's going to slow you down. And if you drop your heels slowly, it's going to speed you up. Be sure not to drop your heels all the way to the ground because you're going to catch your heel edge. But as long as you're looking up the hill with your knees towards the snow and you're slowly playing with the heel drop and the toe drop, then you'll be just fine. Make sure that your friend is holding your hands for the first couple, and then try it on your own. Before you do your first step and sliding straight forward on your heel edge, what you want to do is get a feel for what your heel edge is like. So once both feet are strapped in, nice and snug, no space, you're going to jam in your heel edge in the snow. Get a feel for what that's like, and then just do a little crab walk. So you start to get a feel for what that heel edge is like, because then you're going to have to stand up, have your friend help you in perfect balance, stand in a good position, have them hold your hands as you slide gently down the hill. Remember to drop your toes very, very slowly as you start to slide. Lift them back up nice and slowly, stay in a good balanced position, and slide smoothly down just on your heel edge. that, so look like you know what you're doing. No, not like that. There you go. Good, okay, that's fine. When you're side stepping forward, you always want to look out to where you're going, not down at your feet. If you look down at your feet, you'll hunch over and you'll cause your toe edge to dig in. So just remember to look out at where you're going. Hands up, head up. All right, now start to slow Good. Head up, head up, head up, head up, head up, head up. Yeah. How are you doing? All right, now we're ready for step 3. Make sure you're doing each step one at a time and mastering heel edge and toe edge before you move on to the next. So step 3 is called the pendulum. And all that means is you're choosing your direction now and you're gonna be sliding forwards side to side and backwards side to side. So how you steer a direction is quite simple. You're gonna hold your good body position with your hands out over the tip and tail of your board. If I wanna go right, all I need to do is apply a little bit of pressure on my right leg, look and point to the right side, keep holding a little bit of pressure, drop the board a bit until I start going in that direction. When I want to even up and go straight again, I just come back to center, equal weight on both feet, and then I look and point to the left and drop a little bit more weight on the left side. These are very small movements and you want to stay in control. Then when you're done going left, you even up, weight on both feet, and you look straight down the hill. So you're gonna practice going from side to side with complete control, going forwards first. Again, have your friend help you out, and then you're ready to try backwards. So going backwards is the exact same thing. You're gonna have your knees nice and close to the snow. You're gonna make sure you're going at a nice, smooth pace. You're gonna have your friend watching behind you to make sure you don't hit anybody. When you want to go from side to side, the key is to just peer over your shoulder and not look up and over like this, because that causes your heel edge to drop and catch your edge. So if you want to go to the left, the same thing. Just peer a little bit to your left, down your arm, a little bit of weight on the left leg. You'll start sliding to the left. When you want to stop, you look straight up the hill, even up your upper body, drive in your knees so you slow down and get control. And then all you do is do the opposite. A little pressure on the right leg, open up slightly to the right, drop a little weight, start sliding to the right. When you're done, equal weight on both legs, look directly up the hill, and then start trying to go the other way. Once you can easily go forward side to side and backwards side to side, you're ready to try and make your first turns. Okay, so you've mastered the forward and backwards, side to side. You're ready to make your first turn. Again, have your friend help you make the first couple so it's much easier and you get the feeling. And then you can try it on your own. So it comes in steps. The easiest way to do it is to be sliding forwards first on your heel edge, and you want to make one turn at a time. So as you're sliding forward, the turn comes in a couple of steps. You want to transfer your weight onto your front foot. Once this happens, you're going to turn your upper body and point down the hill. This is going to cause the board to go straight. At this point, 99% of beginners will transfer their weight back and then they can't finish the turn. So the key here is once the board is now straight, to lean into the turn, finish rotating your upper body. It's going to turn the board, and then you look straight up the hill, and now you're on your toe edge. So you're sliding nice and smoothly back on your toe edge. When you're ready for the turn, again, a little bit of weight on the front foot, and you're going to start to rotate your upper body. Keeping the weight on your front foot, the board's going to start to turn. Let it happen gradually, nice and gradual. Now that the board is completely straight, going straight down the hill, all you need to do is finish rotating your upper body like this, and then the board is going to turn nice and smooth on your heel edge, and you can sink down and lift your toes and slow down nice and slow, so each turn becomes really easy. So what you want to do is basically go from heel edge to toe edge, one at a time, until it becomes really, really comfortable. Have your friend stand there and kind of help you through the turns for your first 5 or 6 until it's comfortable, and then give it another shot all by yourself. So remember, keep the weight on the front foot, rotate your upper body down the hill. Once your board is pointed down the hill, finish rotating your upper body, look up the hill, get onto your toes. For going back, weight on the front foot, rotate slowly down your shoulder, keep the weight on the front foot, keep it on the front foot, turn your upper body one more time, and get on your heels. If you're finding you're having trouble turning, it's most likely you lean on your back foot, so just make sure that your weight is on your front foot, leaning down the hill during the entire turn. So go out there and give it a shot. Okay, so now that you can do one turn at a time, forwards to backwards, we're going to want to go across the hill a little bit and link the turns together nice and smooth. So you're going to do the exact same steps as putting your weight on your front foot, rotating your upper body, keeping your weight on your front foot, and finishing the rotation, except for now you're going to make them more of S turns and link them nice and smoothly together. And all you need to do is remember the pendulum across the hill. Once you get on an edge, go across for a little bit, start to put your weight on your front foot, rotate your upper body, get the board straight, go across the hill, and then you stay on your heel edge for a little while, looking and pointing where you're going, nice and smooth across the hill. When you're ready for another turn, lean on the front foot, rotate the upper body, get on the other edge, and go nice and smoothly like a big S all the way down the mountain. Alright, so by this point you should be fairly confident on the board, probably going down easy blue runs, turning nice and smooth. Once you've got that mastered, we're going to work on some advanced techniques right now that's going to give you better edging, more control and more confidence so you can take it anywhere on the mountain, from black diamonds and whatever else you want to do. For some advanced techniques. Now you want to keep that good body posture, but now when you're turning across the hill, I want you to sink down, keeping your back straight but bending your legs. When you're ready to turn, you stand up a bit, which unweights your board, which makes the turn a little bit easier. Turn your upper body, lean down the hill. Once you get on that other edge, I want you to sink back down again. When you're ready to turn, you stand up, it unweights your board, you turn your upper body, you get onto the other edge, and then you sink back down again. So what this does is helps edge control, helps your speed control, helps everything, and you start looking like a good rider. You want to do, and I'm just going to go over these and you're going to be able to practice them on your own, is you want to make sure that your front arm is really into the action. So pretend that you have a big steering wheel, and as you're on your toe edge, when you want to turn, you grab that steering wheel, come up and over all the way to the other side. Now you're on your heel edge, grab that steering wheel again, bring it up and over all the way across so you're on your toes. Do that for about a run and then try this one. Try holding your hand to one back of the leg and steering with your front arm. So you're looking and pointing across the hill. You're ready to turn, bring it straight and then bring it right across so your arm is always looking and pointing where you want to go, because your upper body is what really turns you. Once you've got that technique down, you're going to want to try this drill, and that's with no hands, and that's making sure that your shoulders and upper body is getting into the action properly. So you're using your legs, you're ready to turn, you stand up, you turn into it, get on the other edge, you sink back down. And if you've done all the other drills for about 1 or 2 runs, 1 run of a steering wheel, 1 run of one hand, you'll be ready for the no hands, and you should be smoothly going in and out of turns, especially if you're using your legs and your arms properly. So if anything feels unfamiliar, just go ahead and redo those techniques and get it more comfortable. I'll give you a little demonstration of the one-arm technique. So all you need to do is pin your back hand to your leg and steer with your front arm and look and point where you're going. Okay, so now we're ready to add more edging into our turns. All you're going to do is lift your toes at the same time and drop your toes at the same time. You're going to see my hands doing this. That means I'm lifting and dropping my toes. Once you get comfortable with longer turns, try and make them a little bit tighter together. It'll look like this. Okay, so the last advanced technique I'm going to show you is called the robot. I kind of made it up myself, but if you can do this smoothly and naturally, then you're going to look like a pro when you're going down the hill. And basically all it is your hands are over the tip and tail of your board, and your hands are stuck like this. And your legs can only go up and down, and you can only rotate at the hips. So when you're ready to turn, you're going to rotate at the hips, get on an edge, sink down. When you're ready to turn, you unweight your board by lifting up, rotate while keeping your hands over the tip and tail of the board all the way across. Then you're going to be on your toe edge, and you should be going across the hill, tip and tail, going across the hill, tip and tail, and turning your upper body first. If you can get this nice and smoothly using good legs, then you're going to be turning like a pro. Well, that wraps up the Learn to Snowboard video. I hope you guys learned a lot. We had a lot of fun making it. I wish you guys all the best out there on the slopes. Until next time, this is Matt personally thanking you from snowboardacademy.com. There you go.